Hi there, I'm Tracy Savage. I am a full-time instructor at Pierce College. I became a college professor in 2010, but prior to teaching, I worked in the media for almost my entire life.
The riot has left tragic stories all over the city of Los Angeles.
I've worked as a broadcast journalist for 30 years, covering major stories in Los Angeles as a reporter.
I was out there basically at the point where the jet went into the water.
And as a news anchor.
And I'm Tracy Savage, developing news on the international stage in the Middle East.
I even did sports for 5 years, hosting a Dodgers pregame show. Yes, that's Vin Scully. He did the voiceover introduction for my radio show.
Here's Tracy Savage. KFWB.
I'm from the San Fernando Valley. I went to Granada Hills High School and attended UCLA for 2 years and then transferred to the University of Michigan, where I got a degree in communications.
What was once a nice, safe neighborhood is now labeled a danger zone.
And while in college in Ann Arbor, Michigan, I got my first experience as a TV journalist.
Hello, I'm Tracy Savage, and here's what's happening in the news today.
Interning at a TV station in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, that's a lot of hair.
They began the grim job of pulling out the bodies.
Prior to becoming a college professor, I spent 30 years working as a broadcast journalist. I've been on the air in Los Angeles since 1991.
There's still a few hot spots that are popping up out there. I don't know if you...
My first TV reporting job was right out of college. I went from Ann Arbor, Michigan to Toledo, Ohio.
Tracy Savage, 13 News.
I also reported in Flint, Michigan and Dayton, Ohio.
Ohio's Lieutenant Governor Paul Leonard spent the day here looking into that aspect of the relief effort. He joins me now live. Good evening, Lieutenant Governor.
I reported in the Midwest for 6 years before getting a job back home here in Los Angeles in 1991.
Tracy.
Well, Jane Jerry, I think the bottom line is that
I was hired by KCAL TV, Channel 9, where I worked as a reporter from 1991 to 1994.
Well, Jane Tawney, I'm at LAPD's helicopter facility, and they call this place the Air Support Division, and really that's what they do out here, support.
I was a field reporter at KCAL, covering such major stories as the Los Angeles riots and the Northridge earthquake. I worked out of the back of news vans, and sometimes from inside the station's helicopter.
Let's go right now to our other camera here aboard live on Skyline, and you can take a look at a fire that is very much engulfing a building in the downtown area.
Now, I haven't just covered tragedies.
Over the next hour, pilot Steve Brown is going to be preparing the basket, filling the balloon up with air.
I've also had a chance to have a little fun.
The first thing you'll notice is the acceleration as the afterburner kicks in. We're going to go from 0 to about 200 miles an hour and 1,500 feet. Sky conditions permitting, we'll take it straight up.
A little bit of G. And by the way, you pulled 4.9 Gs in the climb. Not bad.
I've flown in an F-18 with the U.S. Navy Blue Angels.
Push the stick left and push it hard and hold it. Keep holding it. Hold it. Keep going.
And I was the co-pilot in an F-16, flying with the Air Force Thunderbirds.
And now in other news,
I was hired by KNBC-TV in 1994.
Well, my primary exit is this way, but look, there is some flames there. There's no way I'm going to go that way. The flames are already coming up pretty high.
And I spent almost a decade on the air working for Channel 4 News.
Move down, try to get below the smoke, and head to my secondary exit. I can barely see, so I will feel my way along here.
All right, Miss Savage.
If you were born in the 80s, or even before then, you may remember my coverage of the O.J. Simpson trial. I was one of KNBC's primary reporters assigned to cover the trial from gavel to gavel. I was even forced to testify in this trial. I was subpoenaed by O.J. Simpson's attorneys, who tried to force me to reveal my confidential sources. They tried, but they didn't succeed. I still have never told a soul the names of my sources.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I've worked in radio, anchoring Afternoon Drive for KFWB Radio, behind the mic for 8 years.
Election 2008.
History
right here in this United States. Barack Obama has just been elected the nation's first black president.
I've covered floods, fires, earthquakes, riots, snow up in the Grapevine. I got to cover the Olympics in Atlanta. For more than 20 years in Los Angeles, I've had a front row seat to history. I began teaching in 2010. In 2014, I went back to college and got a master's degree in digital journalism. I taught at the Annenberg School of Journalism at USC for 2 years before being hired to teach full-time at Pierce College. Teaching is my third career, before teaching and before working as a journalist.
Hi, Jody. Hi, Priscilla. What do you want to do?
I was a child actress for almost 20 years, from the age of 2 until I went away to college. I did a lot of TV work.
I don't think you should write a story about that.
Commercials and TV shows.
Mama, you stop being mean to them, or I'll tell Mama on you. Go ahead, Christy. See if I care.
I was a regular on Little House on the Prairie for the first 2 years. The last real acting job I did before moving to Michigan to finish college, I starred in a little movie called Friday the 13th, Part 3. I left showbiz in dramatic fashion, with a knife through the neck. Don't try this one at home, kids. Don't worry, I healed quickly, and Jason and I are old pals now. Well, enough about me. Now I want to learn about you.